Howdy, folks. I'm Wanda, the wonderful wombat.
I'm Amber.
And here's some Reddit. Alright, folks, our first letter is titled, Am I a jerk for getting my girlfriend a gift basket full of things that she avoided during her pregnancy? Sounds like a lovely gift. I'm a 26-year-old male, and I became a dad a month ago. Hence why I'm posting at 4 a.m. I can't sleep. I got my girlfriend, a 24-year-old female, who I was living with pregnant. Her parents never really approved of me after that. When I brought her home after the birth, her parents came with us. I paid a buddy of mine to buy a bunch of things that she couldn't have while she was pregnant, or avoided while pregnant, and put them in a basket. Some notable items were sushi, an expensive bottle of her favorite wine, and a Keurig machine. I know she misses having a glass every once in a while, and she's been especially strong when I had my buddies over to watch sports and we had a few beers. Also, she loves her coffee, and I couldn't tell you how she went to work for 8 months without it. So I felt bad and I splurged. When her parents saw this gift, they called me uneducated and said that alcohol can get in the breast milk. I told them that I did my research, and they said that it's immature to give alcohol to a woman who just gave birth. I may be overthinking this, but am I the jerk? Alright folks, what do you think? Jerk or not the jerk?
Not the jerk. Last I checked, your girlfriend's parents are not the ones who are receiving the gift basket and who just gave birth.
Yeah.
There is an issue of someone who drinks moderately getting alcohol in their breast milk. Your body metabolizes the alcohol, and so it's not a risk at all.
Yeah, it doesn't hang out in your body forever. I mean, it's gonna dissipate pretty quickly. So unless she's drinking pretty heavily and trying to feed her child at the same time, I really don't think there's probably going to be any kind of impact.
And so, like, it seems like the in-laws, for lack of a better term, are just looking for things to pick at about OP. They don't like him, and they're just picking at you, OP. There's nothing wrong with this. The important thing to be concerned about is your girlfriend. If she loves this stuff, then it's a great gift, and you've done well.
Yeah, and I think that's really what's important, is her thoughts on it are what's important, not your parents. They're never going to approve of you. So don't try to impress them anyways. Anyhow, take care and good luck. Alright folks, our next letter is titled, Am I a jerk for telling my wife to stop using her pregnancy as an excuse to mistreat me? My wife, we'll call her Katie, has been pregnant for the past 4 months. We were initially very excited to learn that we would be parents, after we had been asked for years about when we were having kids by friends and family members, but it was pretty clear early on that Katie would be a miserable pregnant person. She started mistreating me in the first few months, and the bad attitude has only gotten worse as time has gone on. For example, she's been having morning sickness for months, but when I suggested that she try a different diet, she yelled at me and told me that I didn't understand. It's been like that with a lot of things. Finally, last night, after Katie was whining like a child about her boss at work, I had enough. I confronted her about this and I told her that she was belittling me and ruining our relationship. I also told her that I was trying my best to be helpful, but she kept pushing me away. She grew defensive and told me that I had no idea what she was going through and that her hormones were making her moody and sometimes irrational. I thought that this was a total cop-out, and I told her, I said, you have decided to act the way that you are and have made belittling me your manipulative game. Next time it happens, I'm not going to speak to you. She became furious, yelling at me, and slammed the bedroom door shut. She told me that I needed to sleep on the couch last night, which I did, but even this morning, she was still not over our disagreement. She wouldn't even kiss me goodbye as she left for work. I wondered earlier today if maybe her hormones were to blame for her antics and that I misjudged the situation completely. But I told myself that that couldn't be true given how pervasive her abuse has been. I just want to convince her that we need to be a strong couple once a child is born. But I can't seem to get that through to her. I want my old wife back. Am I the jerk? Edit. People keep saying that I haven't provided any examples of Katie's belittling. She knows that I have a hard job and that I just want to relax and unwind when I get home. And yet, she wants to complain about her job. She clearly doesn't care about my time spent relaxing by watching TV or playing video games and wants to make it all about her. I don't feel as though I'm being listened to when she does stuff like this. All right, folks, what do you think? Jerk or not the jerk?
Yeah, I think OP is the jerk here. None of what he's describing sounds like abuse. It sounds like his partner is trying to express her frustrations about her day while he's doing other things. While there's a time and a place, it's fine to have conversations about your partner to your partner about this. It's not like she is doing anything intentionally to hurt him or anything like that. She just wants to vent. And like, it seems like he doesn't understand how difficult her struggle is. Like, I get he's got a hard job and all, but she's also just dating an entire human being, which is not a cakewalk, and going to work. So,
well, I mean, I think that if there is actual yelling and there's some kind of, emotional abuse or whatnot, then that's not a good situation. But it's difficult to really judge given how he kind of presents the whole situation. He kind of presents this as, well, she is acting like a child and she's doing this and she's whining throughout the pregnancy. It's such a hard pregnancy for her, and I can kind of hear his eyes rolling in this whole situation. So it makes me think that she's probably trying to vent her frustrations as opposed to like yelling at him, and he kind of just is like, hey, leave me alone, you're whining again. Well,
that's what it sounds like to me, is he's just so dismissive of her. Like, oh, she's whining. Like, everyone wants to be able to vent every now and again, and your partner should be someone you can vent to. But it sounds like, he just wants to have her disappear when she's inconvenient. And, like, spoiler alert, when there's a baby in the picture, that relaxation time is not going to be a thing.
Yeah, I think that certainly if she has needs and he's neglecting those needs while she's pregnant, then that's not a very good situation to be in. They probably need couples counseling. It seems like they have a hard time communicating. It seems like they're not doing a good job at being a team. And that's really going to make the situation that much worse when the baby arrives.
Well, and he's just so dismissive. Like, morning sickness is not a thing that you can fix by eating a different diet. Like, there are certain foods for certain people that are triggers, but like, you can eat all the foods that like agree with you the best as you can and still have morning sickness.
Well, it kind of sounds like in that respect he's mansplaining morning sickness to her, and is like, hey, if you would just listen to me and take my advice, this whole pregnancy would be a breeze.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, is like, it sounds like he's not listening to her at all. He doesn't care. He's just like, here's a solution. I don't care that I've not researched this at all. This is just off the top of my head. But, just try this and, oh, you'll be good.
Yeah. So, again, like, that's the vibe I'm getting off of here. And, again, that's not to... If she is actually verbally abusing him and she is, like, yelling at him constantly and berating him, that's not a good place to be either,
no,
right?
But I feel like if that were the case, he would come up with examples instead of, like...
Oh, she wants to interrupt me while I'm playing video games.
Like, even in his edit, he doesn't come... He's not like, oh, yeah, she did X, Y, and Z. He's like, she doesn't respect my video game time, which, like, again, is something worth having a conversation about. But also, if you're making yourself unavailable to your partner when they need you all the time, because I just need to play my video games, then that's not a good thing.
No, it seems like a pretty bad situation. So, anyhow, take care and good luck. All right, folks, it is tea time. Grab your beverages of choice. I've got some tea right here, and Amber, she has a joke.
I am a seed with 3 letters in my name. Take away 2 letters and I sound quite the same. What am I?
It's a riddle. It's a real riddle. A real riddle. I'm a seed with 5 letters to my name? Oh, 3 letters in my name? If you take away 2 letters,
I sound quite the same.
Oh, it's easy. See, take all of the letters in the alphabet, all right, and you rearrange them and you put them on the back of the Constitution. What it's going to give you is it's going to give you a Venn diagram of all the letters that correspond to treasures that our capital is hiding. And if you take them and shuffle them around some more and put 1 letter in the middle especially, then what you'll get is the answer to this riddle. And the way that's how I ascertain this. This is all going on in my head. It's the letter P.
Well, it's AP because it's the seed is a P.
Well, yeah, I know, but the letter P is what would be left after you took away the other letter. So thank you, Nicolas Cage, for that little tidbit for me. I would never have figured that out with that whole thing. That was pretty incredible. I never thought that movie would come in handy. And I have Mega Mint. All right, folks, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks to Amber for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Amber, we need a moral for the story today, and I need it to involve a gift basket.
Oh, that's easy enough. To be a good partner, be like OP in the first story, and give your partner a gift basket or something they would enjoy when they're feeling down, instead of belittling them and just calling them a whiner and just completely dismissing their concerns.
Yeah. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you all tomorrow.
Bye.